Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fusilli Grind. This is episode 11, and we have a big treat today. The new Carhartt work in progress video has dropped. I'm a big Carhartt fan. I'm a big Carhartt WIP fan, and I'm going to explain why. In fact, I have the whole Carhartt WIP fit on today. This is a Carhartt WIP button-up. And I got the Carhartt WIP cords on, so I'm full WIP today in honor of this video dropping. And like I said, I'm a fan of Carhartt WIP for a number of reasons. I'm a fan of Carhartt. I have participated in quote-unquote Carhartt shit. And I have the flame retardant jacket to prove it. What do you guys know about this? I believe Carhartt WIP was started in the late 80s, early 90s by a couple of Swedish people, and you guys know how we feel about Swedish people here on the channel. We love them unconditionally. I like what they've done with the brand. They take a lot of archival Carhartt patterns and apply them to their pieces, and I think they come out really nice, really well curated. Sure, they have some misses, but I think by and large, if I'm going to be shelling out my hard-earned cash for skate adjacent, streetwear, elevated Carhartt experiences, I think we could do a lot worse than Carhartt WIP. And they have a great skate team. They put on a lot of guys that I really like, a lot of guys that I'm really into. Jack O'Grady, Max Palmer, Noah Mayhew, Notis Agelis. Big fan of Notis, and in fact, this video reminded me that we're going to have to do a Notis Agelis deep dive on a future episode just because I love that guy's style. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Some film B-roll right up top. There's a lot of film B-roll in this. It's a little bit of a film B-roll gimmick, but I don't mind it. I also liked about 75% of the music in this, which is a pretty good ratio for a modern 15-minute skate video. I also saw somebody complaining in the YouTube comments about they have some like spoken word poetry stuff mixed in here with some of the music. Saw somebody complaining about that. I think it's super cool. God forbid we have another 15-minute skate video with a couple of emo tracks and everybody slapped in the middle in a montage. I'll take this over that any day of the week. Ibu Sanyang. So let's run it back. Another guy that I really dig that Carhartt WIP basically put me on to is Ibu Sanyang. He's got massive pop. He's super cool. He's got great style, good fits. He does simple tricks. Nice. A lot of this footage, I think, is either LA or New York footage. There he is making this spot look tiny with the backside flip. Bah. Love Ibu. Here we go. Jack O'Grady. His hair's growing out, which I think is a plus. Big gap nose blunt. Love that. Love Jack O'Grady skating fast. Gap nose blunt. Crazy backside flip on flat. Precious baby. Here we go, reusing this film B-roll shot. Getting a little philosophical. Eddie Cernicki. So, by the way, Eddie Cernicki goes off in this video, just so you guys know. I'm sure you already seen all the clips rinsed on Instagram, but wow, he did some shit in this. Besides get his foot stuck in behind the fence. Noah Mayhew also did some shit in this, but to a lesser extent. Still good though. Nice. Switch Wally to nose grind. You'll remember from the Wheelie Fusilli episode, we talked about how rinsed this spot has been since 2013, but the tricks that were done on it in this video I think were fresh enough that they get the pass. Especially this one right here. Wow. Maron. Let's watch that again. Boom. Comes up the bank. Front side. Impossible. Perfect wrap. Perfect form. To front crook. Look at the pinch. To fakes. Back into the bank. All four wheels. So good. I loved this trick. If you know me, I love an impossible. I love doing impossibles. So cool. Love that trick. That's trick of the year for me. Thank you, Eddie. More film B-roll. Forgot how much film B-roll was in this on the first watch. Nice. Nollie back nose blunt. I thought this was cool too. Nobody ever skates it like this. I don't think I've seen anybody else go in from the top. Here we go. I know I just recently said this. I'm kind of over the nose slide to back 50 combo, but it was only a matter of time before somebody did it on Blubba, and I think he paid some respect to the spot with that move. This, I said Eddie did some shit in this. This is another one of the things right here. Switchback tail on the sombrero. Beautiful, beautifully done. I don't care that he did it out to regular. I thought that was so sick, and so did they, because they used the photo of that as the title card, as the thumbnail for this video. Here we go. Notis Agelis, my Greek king. Boom, big old gap. Big old gap 5-0. Very nice. Skating fast. You can take the boy out of Thessaloniki, but he's still going to be getting clips, even in New York. This clip was kind of funny. Like, back 5-0, and then back 5-0 on the curb revert. Kind of silly. Big old kickflip, Jack O'Grady. The George Washington hair is growing out. Here we go. Switch rolling on this. We were just here with Joseph Campos on hockey skateboards, but now, Eddie, switch rolling. That is wild. The kickflip was better, but the switch rolling was pretty beast, you gotta admit. More film B-roll, but I'm not mad at it. At least it's somewhat interesting. Here we go, Con Ed Banks. There he is. King of Con Ed right there. Fun little reverse B-roll. Lots of film B-roll in this. I forgot on the first watch that it lulled me into a false sense of security how much film B-roll was actually in this. Here we go, Ibu. Skating up the Max Palmer fountain. There we go, a new Max clip on the fountain. Let's look a little bit closer. Nollie big spin. Nollie front big. To switch firecracker, pretty cool. Classic Max Palmer action here. I like this. I like this a lot. Look at that. What a satisfying clip that was. Cool. Yeah, you know, I was complaining about the long pole jams, but when you do a backtail or a different kind of trick on the long pole jam, it changes it up. I'm just sick of seeing 50-50s on these things, really. If you do something sick like this, a back tail on a pole jam and then bounce out, that's dope. That's why we love Max Palmer. This, conversely, this is bullshit. I don't care for this at all. Back 50, backside flip out? It's just an odd move for me with that one. That was dope. Front blunt pop out over the bench. Beautiful back lip on the barrier. Gotta love that. Jackie Michael. Getting a little Bam Margera action there. Nice. Back to Max. What was that? That was silly. And he bonks the nollie flip. Kind of a silly clip. Backside flip, switch ollie, the flat gap. That's two sort of phoned it in clips for Max there. Just kind of cruising, being silly. That's alright though. It is a clothing video, guys. Remember that. This is for a clothing company. I thought this was dope. Switch manual, switch front pop to switch nose manual, and he landed it really well with speed. Very cool. We're still in the age of ride-on grinds, guys, but if you're going to do a ride-on grind, this is thinking outside the box a little bit. I like ride-on grinds on the inside of stuff. He did a nice pop-out to regs. Cool. Switch crook ride-on. Man, I really forgot how much film B-roll is in this. I know I keep saying that. And here the guys are walking through Columbus Circle, walking through Midtown, looking dejected. Here are the people going to work. Here are the boys pushing through Brooklyn. I don't know, guys. This is a lot. Here we go. Some skateboarding footage. The long grate. Is this the same grate that Sully Cormier did the nollie shove it over? Maybe. This curved ledge we've seen a billion times, but that was pretty cool. Front crook, the back five. Switch back five. Nice. Back tail big spin. Nice. Huh. Long gap. Oh yeah. Damn. That's crazy. Little Con Ed silliness. I'm sure somebody's done that before, but he did it nicely. That was sick. We're still in the age of ride-ons, guys. There's a long pole jam, no thank you. For a single, get it out of here. Sorry. No thanks. Front Smith the fence, that was pretty cool. Back tail, big spin out. Switch ride-on, a lot of ride-ons in this, guys. This was sick. Is that Cam Bryan Sedlick there? Has he got the globes on? Get your money, Cameron. Big ol' ollie. Sick. Another long pole jam into a steep hill bomb. Film B-roll, we're back. Back in the film B-roll here, guys. I know it sounds like I'm complaining a lot about this, but I do actually like this video. And I think the composition of it is good. especially when you're watching it with the music on and not just listening to me yap about it and nitpick everything. But god damn, this is a lot of film B-roll for a 15-minute video. Madonna. Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. Holy shit. I'm beginning to think this is maybe the end. Oh, no, here we go. Okay. Alright. Sure. Skating fast. Tanner Burzinski. Oh yeah, Tanner Burzinski's on Carhartt WIP. Boom. Switch frontside flip. That was pretty nice. He floated it. He's also got the kind of basic Cali white boy Carhartt WIP fit on, but actually he put a good fit together, so I actually like this fit. The dunks. Good colors. That was kind of cool. A little switch Wally board slide to regs into the bank. Damn. Pretty hairball half cab flip here. Nice. That was sick. Oh, little... Do you think those parking blocks were like that originally? It was cool either way. Some slappy to manual combos. Thought that was pretty tasteful. Tray flip manual to grind. Also pretty cool. Bennett grind. Interesting. How do you guys feel about Bennett grinds? I think when done well, they're good, but they are so rarely done well. I think he did this one well, though. Good dip on it. Got some travel. Came back all four wheels into the wall. Sick. That was clean. Tanner being clean. Wow. Riding ditches, doing slappies. Front blunt on that is pretty crazy. Front blunt shove. Cool. We're getting into the meat of the skateboarding here, it feels like. Damn, that's a big back grind. He got smoked. Did he make it? Oh, we have to watch 5 minutes of B-roll first. Yep. Over here in the rail yard. Oh. We came back to the spot. We're at Albertsons. He's going through it. That is the worst, when you get smoked and you want to go back and get a trick and you're just thinking about the spot and just stressing. It's one of the worst things skateboarding has to offer. Alright. Kick front 50. No slide nollie flip was really good. Who is this, Riley Pavey? Haven't seen some Riley Pavey footage in a little while. Looks like he went on a rampage for this here Carhartt WIP piece. Oh, hold on. That was pretty cool. Balanced nose grind. And then off the tree. Hold on. That's dope. Balanced nose grind. Bonks off the tree and the wall. And rides away relatively clean considering. Big ol' ollie out. Paying tribute to his fellow Australians. That was cool too. To grind up this thing and then pop out like that. gap lip. Big bar hop. Nothing like a good big bar hop. Jackie Michael. Doing more drop-in stuff. And some wall crawl action. Pole jam late shove. Shout out Tim O'Connor, who has claimed to have invented that move. That was dope. Drop in grind on the side of this. Crazy. Ooh, floppy tray flip there. But cool. This angle, the second angle, does it much more justice. This angle's kind of silly. Or maybe he did it twice. That might be it. He did it twice. But the front angle's way cooler. Some curb to manual. Impossible to nose manual. Always good. Very difficult maneuver here. Impossible to nose manual. Good wrap on the impossible. Big tray flip. A lot of guys in this. There's my man Notice. Nice. Regular blunt slide to switch wall ride on the tree. Very cool. Very nice. Very cool. Thanks, Notice. Very cool. Impossible to flat gap. A lot of impossibles in this video. Let's see how the wrap was on this. Pretty good. Big pop shove. I liked that. The ride on crook dropped to 50. The way he dropped into the 50 so fast. Just cooking, but did it perfectly. Wow. Switch front crook, back to switch. That's why he's a god. That's why he's getting whip checks. Damn. Curb dancing on the wall. That was super sick. I do like Tanner Burzinski quite a lot. He might be my favorite American on Carhartt WIP. Sailing off into the sunset, and that's it. They cap this off with another obligatory 5 minutes of film B-roll of the crew strolling around various liminal spaces in various metropolitan areas and various coastal areas of the United States. Some more film B-roll of a wall. That's it. Precious. So, what do we think? What do we know? What do I know? I like Carhartt WIP still, in spite of all of the film B-roll that they made us sit through for that. I like their skate team a lot. They have a lot of guys that I'm really into, and it seems like they've added some new guys recently that are killing it. These were the guys that were in this video, but I think that there's even some more guys that they have on the squad, so they are spending good budget on these guys. Obviously, they're down to send a bunch of people all over the world and provide travel budget, even though that's not a massive expense. I hope that these guys that are on are on and compensated well for it. I think they put a lot of good footage to this, even though it is just a clothing sponsor video. I thought it was pretty good. Still, for me, the clip of the whole thing was this clip of Eddie Cernicki doing the impossible front crook. It's just something you never see, and I think it really invigorated a spot that's pretty tired. He also did this switch roll-in that was really cool. on the Joseph Campos pyramid. Really bonkers to do that. Really scary. Amazing that he did that. Pretty special maneuver. And he switchback-tailed the sombrero spot in Queens, which made for a really cool photo. They used it as the thumbnail, as you can see here. So, honestly, I think Eddie Cernicki, however you say his name, definitely the MVP of this video. But I think whoever edited this could have perhaps done a better job of showcasing his footage. All of those 3 clips are over and done with within the first 5 minutes of this 15-minute edit. So, and then of course you've heard my complaints about how much B-roll there was. I do think though, if you watch this thing with the sound as it was intended, it goes a lot quicker and shows a lot better in my opinion. So, anyway. I love Carhartt. Thank you, Carhartt WIP, for blessing us with this video of your squad, showing us what the boys and girls can do when they're out there wilding in the streets. So I dug it. I still love Carhartt WIP, and I hope that you do too. Okay, love you guys. Peace.